This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
You know what's great about your investment account with the big guys? It's actually a time machine. Log in and zoom. Welcome back to 1999. It's time for an upgrade. At Public.com, you can invest in almost everything. Stocks, bonds, options, and more. You could even put your cash to work at an industry-leading 4.1% APY. Leave your clunky, outdated platform behind at Public.com. Go to Public.com and fund your account in 5 minutes or less. Paid for by Public Investing, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Full disclosures at Public.com/disclosures.
Want to feel more creative but don't have the right laptop? Lenovo.com can help. Look through our legendary lineup of AI-powered PCs and devices and find the one that fits your passion. Our PCs powered by Intel Core Ultra processors, as well as cutting-edge AI tools, allow students to focus, learn, and create with ease. That's the power of Lenovo with Intel inside. Plus, college students and teachers can get 5% off their order. Shop now on Lenovo.com. The future's waiting, and it needs you.
I'm Molly Roberts.
And I'm Drew Goins. Each Friday on Impromptu, we talk through the questions we can't stop thinking about.
Do we need to rethink how much we drink?
Why are companies really asking workers to come back to the office?
Does boycotting a business actually work?
Should we quit social media?
We're here when the news gets personal and the headlines hit home.
Join Molly and me every Friday on Impromptu from Washington Post Opinions.
Find Impromptu wherever you get your podcasts.
Fan.
Our contest page and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see renowned comedian Brian Regan at Mystic Lake Showroom on September 27th. That's KFAN.com keyword contest to enter today.
Had to toast some bread. Little egg salad, little Colby cheese, then a little sunny broccoli salad. Have you ever had a little sunny broccoli salad?
Can I have your chips, though? Because I've just been craving chips all day, and I don't want to pay $2.50 for them in the vending machine.
I'll give them $2.
Are you out of your mind?
These are just the crumbles off the bottom. They're kind of stale, too. I don't think you want them.
I'm desperate. I really want some chips.
Yeah, I get stingy with my provisions once the show starts.
God.
How you been?
I'm good. How are you?
I got a daytime job. I'm doing all right. Yourself?
This place sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too.
I've had a week, and I haven't had a week in a while. It's been pretty good. But there's been something that's happened every day this week that's really tested Lil B's patience.
How about an example? Can you give one in public? Come on, there must be something.
Can't you
just do something that's vague? I mean, like, has it been issues with fellow employees? And you don't have to name them.
I'd just rather not say.
So you've had some issues with some fellow employees. I haven't been one, have I? I mean, I don't cause any.
No, you've been pretty good this week.
Yeah, I don't cause any issues.
You've been pretty good.
I'm pretty happy-go-lucky. I mean, I did last week. You remember I melted down because and we don't need to get into that because it was like, if you say you want to do it, then do it. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. But
well, and the tone in your voice, like
you burst out and said, "Can I help you with something?"
What can I do to help you? Which normally I wouldn't offer.
That is correct.
But when there's certain people, like, I wait for a tone. Okay, look at you just chewing that sandwich. When you get that tone in your voice, it's just like, okay, we're serious. We are not in Kansas anymore. What can we do to alleviate this situation? And I offered to help.
I was a little bitter.
You were
and
bitter.
I appreciate you offering to help. But I got past it quickly. The thing is stuff kind of rolls off my back pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that's over. I just needed, it was more than anything, I needed to vent.
Yeah.
I just needed to vent. And sometimes a person's got to vent.
Well, that's kind of, I had that vent moment today. I was down in the coroner's office talking to your buddy, Derek Lundquist.
Mm-hmm.
And I could tell my tone started getting a little elevated.
Oh.
So I stopped myself and I said, this isn't directed at you, but I just need to vent so that I can calm down in about 5 minutes.
Right.
And he said, yeah, go ahead. Go get it out. And I did.
He should get
better.
You should get a psychiatrist coach, and then we could all use it occasionally.
Definitely.
Usually, I think they say a person has to work to a certain point of the year before, like if you were going to pay all your taxes right away from, whatever you pay for taxes, income tax for the year, they take it out check by check, not in one lump sum. But if you paid taxes first, there's like a certain date. It's like in May or June or something. Okay, now you're finally making money for yourself, right? How's NTR doing? Are we at a good spot right now? We're in a
great spot.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
Yes, we're in a great spot. Now, will I take more? Yes. It can
always be better.
Would I like Program Password to be sponsored? Yes. But we're okay. But I would like that sponsored. That's a good bid. Hello,
what do you think this is, the Power Trip morning show?
Well, I'm not that naive. I know it's not, but still think there's a little something there.
I thought so.
It's a pretty good game, if you ask me. Record high streaming numbers last week.
Were they really?
Yes.
For Program Password or just?
Yes, for Program Password.
Good deal.
So think about it.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you come down off the high of the victory yet?
A little bit.
You and Marnes. I mean.
Yeah, when I got here this morning, when you come in our building, like the main lobby downstairs, there's like that big communal table, And there was a couple sitting there this morning and they were having some coffee and stuff. And I walked by and this lady said, hey, great job in Program Password last week. So it's got some legs. So I thanked her for listening and so I really appreciated it.
You're getting recognition. You can't even walk the streets now without people going, there she is, one half of the Program Password, the fourth annual program Invitational Tournament Championship team.
My trophy is displayed very nicely in my office.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, it's right there at the front of the office, right next to the Nope sign.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
It's the best ever.
Yeah. After you win your third or fourth, they'll just be kind of stuffed in the corner.
Fine.
It's like, what do you do with them now?
Whatever. But yeah, it's good.
It's
Marty came in and collected her blazers.
She did.
For those keeping score at home.
Yeah, I thought maybe early on when you guys were behind, I thought it was because you guys were blazerless. That could be it. Because I thought maybe there might be extension because she was so excited about the blazer thing, and you went
very excited.
and you said not going to work. And but it ended up did not have an effect at all on your guys' performance. You were.
I thought it was over when she gave them 9 points.
Yeah.
That was a tough moment for me to swallow, but we overcame.
I don't even remember what was the.
No, I do. Post it.
What I don't remember is what was the winning word again?
Whole. WHOLE.
Okay, and how did you guys get to that again? Because it went right over my head.
I said half. Oh. And Marn said whole.
Yeah, but that wasn't the very first, wasn't you?
No, Corey kept it.
And what did he say?
He said pit.
Oh, that's how it went.
Yeah. Which I don't think was the best clue. But he did say that he panicked. He was trying to think of a word that would get Guardsy to do HOLE. And he kind of panicked and had to say something before that 5-second timer goes off.
And the reason I ask is because, I like to think I'm a relatively bright guy, even though, high school dropout. Not only do I have 4 years of college eligibility remaining, but 2 of high school. I like to think I'm a relatively bright person. Even after Pitt and half, I would have been lost on either one of those.
Really?
And that's why I'm not a Program Password champion. I haven't even gotten to the championship round. I haven't even gotten to the semifinals.
What word would you have said?
I don't know. I don't even know, but it was all so fast. What was the word again? Whole?
Mm-hmm. WH. WHOLE.
Yeah.
Or would you have tried to get your partner to guess the other one?
I probably would have gone the other way, like with Pitt, like he said. But when I went with Pitt, I just think sort of like if somebody said Pitt, I'd go arm.
Yeah.
Pit, and so
I
would
think
be,
like concert pit. That's where my head went immediately.
So if the word was Pitt, you'd say mosh.
Yeah.
Now see that for sure. But the word wasn't Pitt. It was
no.
So yeah, but I just thought that was a very well played game.
I thought it was a great game.
I'm just not on the same level as you guys, and I never will be.
That's
and I can accept it.
Yeah.
I can accept it.
That's good.
It's okay.
I cannot.
Yeah, it's not that important. Now, if there was big money, big prizes attached to it, I might care a bit more.
Yeah.
But there's really nothing. And bragging rights are great.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Well, and I'll even tell you, even before we got to that last word, because it was such a good game, there was a sense of relief that came over me because I was like, I'm okay if we don't win now because the game has been played so well. If we would have lost by like 40, 50, I would have just been peeved. But I had the sense of relief that was like, it's okay if you lose. That was a good game.
In other words, if you would have common and mussed it,
yeah,
you would have been bitter, angry. Yeah,
bitter barn.
Yeah, they're getting crushed is not a lot of fun. Where do you go from here, though? I mean, you win a championship. I guess you know what it is. You repeat. That's what you try to do. You say, now.
But now do we become the villain where people don't want us to win anymore?
I think you guys might have been the villain ahead of time. No, wow. I'm just kidding. Well, here's what I don't know. See, this is where, you know that there's going to be a but. I love 10 to be. But, because like he's had different ways. The first ones you got to pick your teams. Is that correct? And then the next time I think we drew names or had a draft. So now, I would say you always bring back the defending champ, I would say, but I don't know if he'll do that because I don't think we've done. Have we ever had this is the fourth one? So have defending champs ever returned and played? I don't think they have. So I would think I would rather the two of you, because that's something to strive for, to be like Lil B and Marnie.
Yeah.
And so to be the best, you must beat the best. And because you guys won, now if it's back to, and I don't know if you get to pick your own partner, you guys probably want to team up again, but if it's back to a draft or we randomly select them by picking names out of a hat, or 10 to be goes back to making the pairings, you guys might not get to defend. Now, there's also comes a point if you're just so dominant, right? Like let's say you guys were to win a couple 13, 14 in a row, it'd be like, well, we might want to mix it up here now a little bit.
People get bored with that.
Yeah, exactly. But
I'll take it for now.
I think of the next T-shirt instead of Broad's back should be Dynasty. Because I think you guys are a dynasty in the making.
You think so?
Well, not really, but it sounded good. Great. But you're both. It was very good. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
And we set streaming numbers, record numbers. Gert, are those good?
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I like to hear
We'll
that.
take them.
It's like that commercial, because I'm not asking for exact numbers. He goes, have you seen that commercial where it's, is it a competitive offer? Have you seen that one? And she goes, competitive. And he goes, but competitive or competitive? And she goes, it's competitive. And it's a TV commercial for where, I don't know what the website is, where you can find out basically starting salaries for positions.
Yeah.
And he looks at it and goes, a number. And she goes, is it competitive? So it's a pretty good commercial. So what the hell was I just talking about?
Our streaming numbers.
Yes. Are they competitive?
They're competitive.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to hear. Was that competitive? Yes. Let's take a break. When we come back, I got a couple of other things I want to bounce off you. It's the Feminine Touch of the program. It's Lil B right here on the Fan.
You know what's great about your investment account with the big guys? It's actually a time machine. Log in and zoom. Welcome back to 1999. It's time for an upgrade. At Public.com, you can invest in almost everything. Stocks, bonds, options, and more. You could even put your cash to work at an industry-leading 4.1% APY. Leave your clunky, outdated platform behind at Public.com. Go to Public.com and fund your account in 5 minutes or less. Paid for by Public Investing Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Full disclosures at Public.com/disclosures.
Are you shopping for a new laptop while still trying to keep up with technology and AI? Talk about feeling burnt out. But no more. Lenovo.com makes it easier than ever to find the perfect PC. In fact, we'll break it down for you. Step 1. Shop our lineup of AI PCs powered by Intel Core Ultra processors. Because why deal with downloading new software when you can buy a smarter PC that already comes with all of the AI features and tools? Step 2. Find the one that fits your passion. Whether you're a creative genius, a research scientist, a hardcore gamer, or a future CEO, no dream is too big. That's the power of Lenovo with Intel inside. You can keep up with your ideas as well as any challenges you may face. Step 3. Add to cart and purchase. Oh, if you're a college student or a teacher, make an education account through us and get 5% off your whole order. Shop now at Lenovo.com. A better future is waiting, and it needs you.
I'm Molly Roberts.
And I'm Drew Goins. Each Friday on Impromptu, we talk through the questions we can't stop thinking about.
Do we need to rethink how much we drink?
Why are companies really asking workers to come back to the office?
Does boycotting a business actually work?
Should we quit social media?
We're here when the news gets personal and the headlines hit home.
Join Molly and me every Friday on Impromptu from Washington Post Opinions.
Find Impromptu wherever you get your podcasts.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Elevate your 4th this year with $100 to Fireworks Forever. Check out our contest page for your chance to win a $100 Fireworks Forever gift card to stock up for the 4th. That's KFAN.com keyword contest to enter today.
In the pantheon of holidays, where does 4th of July slot in for you? I mean, do you like the 4th of July? Don't like it? Couldn't care either way?
No, I do, because a lot of people in our neighborhood get together.
Oh.
So it's just like a fun day for the kids to all play, the parents to just kind of hang out, chill, and we'll do some fireworks in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Kind of ends up being like a competition between all the neighborhoods.
I'm terrified of fireworks.
Why?
Because I'm always...
Did you have an incident when you were younger?
No. I just... things that explode
freak you out.
Yeah, especially when there are people, and we'll do it. We do it every year, leading up to the 4th of July. I always give the PSA, please be careful with your fireworks. And then we'll collect the stories because, news organization, Associated Press, or somebody will always have that collection of stories. There'll be like a couple 13, 14 where, well, this person had a cherry bomb in his hand, decided he wanted to light it while holding it. He no longer has a hand. That's gone. And then another person, they blew an eye out, or somebody gets hit with a Roman candle and their head explodes. And it's like, and then you'll occasionally get I don't mind when the city puts their massive, those are, because cool. I watch them from a safe distance and they're cool. Plus, when you have that going on, like, in Woodbury at 10 o'clock, it's over at with the old Bielenberg Center. Right now it's called like anything. It's got a name. I think it's Health East or something like that. They'll do it out there in the field. Yeah. And I can see it from my backyard.
Love
I'm that close. So I don't have to leave and I can see it. And once you see the big fireworks display, neighbor guy with his little just like
with his sparklers.
Yeah, with his basically. Move it along. Yeah, it's like, okay, we're happy for you. So I worry about blowing my hands off. But anyway, but if watch them from a safe distance is kind of cool.
Yeah, I like it.
This is the time of the year we start thinking about state fair, collectibles, sellables, and collectibles.
Yeah.
We sell them, you collect them.
Yeah.
Hats, T-shirts, the whole ball of wax.
Yep.
People are submitting ideas.
Yes, you've submitted ideas.
Yes.
I have 3 for your show.
3?
Yeah.
And then
you're leading the pack.
Really?
Yes.
Now, let me ask you this. Are they all so good that you go, we'll have to do 3, or will it be narrowed down to 1? Could it be 2, or is it just 1 per show? I know the morning show gets 13, 14 of them.
No, we will make 2 if we know they're going to sell.
Yeah.
Money, honey.
No money, no funny.
You are correct. So if they're really good and we think they're going to sell, I don't care. I'll print however many I want.
What's the best-selling T-shirt of all time? Is it Fraud Father?
I think so.
So good.
I'm trying to think. Fraud Father. I'm trying to think of the year where the shirts like blew up and where we kind of changed it up a little bit and everybody started buying them. I'd have to go back and
I think
look.
Get Rosie Going was pretty good,
That was
too.
a really good one.
Because people love getting Rosie going.
Yeah. Probably Fraud Father.
Yeah.
I got something for you.
What do you got?
I want you to just think for a second, Kara, you too. Is there a word or a phrase that instantly annoys you when somebody says it? Like, you know what mine always is. When I get thanked in advance, I hate that.
Mine is, you're fired. I've had that said to me and it really annoys
Triggering.
me. Yeah. It annoys me.
I hate being thanked in advance for something I haven't agreed to do yet. Kara,
yeah, right.
Wait, is that like if someone thanks you in an email?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that? Like, they send you a big email, like, we've got a problem with this. I need. No one says please.
Yeah.
And then it's thanks in advance, signs their name. Well, I haven't agreed to help you with anything yet.
Right.
So you're kind of wasting your time thanking me. You're kind of just saying, I'm telling you to do this. I hate that.
Like, people say thanks in advance.
Yes.
They don't just say like thank you and sign their name.
No, thanks in advance. That means like thanks in advance for doing this thing that you need to do.
Yeah, that's evil.
Yeah, I hate that. Do you have a phrase that you can think of, Kara?
No, I'm trying to think of some. One of my friends has a list on their phone. They write down any like phrase that they don't like a corny phrase. I'm trying to think of some.
Well, let me go through these. These might pop out to you. So I'll read it. You guys tell me if you hate when you hear it.
All right.
No offense, but
it's always offensive.
It's like,
I kind of like it, actually.
No offense, but I'm about to offend you.
Right. I don't mind it. At least you're being honest.
I've heard you say that before. You'll say no offense.
Well, no offense.
Yeah. My kids have started to do that. Like,
your kids will say no offense.
yeah, to me. Yeah.
Really? Like in regards to what?
The other
Dinner?
day,
No offense, but dinner's been better.
No, well, no, they don't even say offend. They just tell me what they didn't like. The other day, baby V, so she goes to like a summer camp every day, and I have to pack her lunch. And so I kind of put a little bit of everything in there because you don't want to not have enough because you don't want them to run out during the day and then they come home and they're like, oh, you didn't pack enough lunch. I'm so hungry. So the other day she comes over and she looks like she wants to say something, but she's kind of hesitant. And she's like, so I have to talk to you about something. And like, I'm not trying to be rude and like, no offense, but you're packing me way too much for lunch. That's how she said it to me.
That's cute.
It's cute, but I was just like, what? And she was super serious. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude and like, no offense, and then she went in. And
That's
she's
very
little.
sweet.
I mean, she's 8.
I like
so it was
that.
kind of cute that she did it, but I was just like, God, what is she going to talk to me about? She's not trying to be rude. I was like, she's going to say something about, what I'm wearing or like, what's happening? You look tired.
You said that to me today.
I said it to you?
Yeah, you did.
Did I say tired or did I say sleepy?
You said something like, leave Kara alone. She's obviously tired.
Oh, there we go.
So that was...
Well, she wasn't firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
But like today I said to Zacho, because he can't hide his sleepy face. I said, Zach, you're sleepy. Go home. Like, I feel like that's a little nicer than... Because saying you look tired means you look like bleep today.
Yes. I am tired. I'm always tired.
I've never said you look tired, though.
No, but I'm just saying I'm tired.
You're tired every day?
Well, I get up so early to go play golf that I don't get a lot of sleep in the summer. I catch up in the wintertime.
How about this one? Not sure where I've heard this before. You think you have it tough? Well, insert your own story here. Common.
Trust me. You think you've got it tough? You want some stories? People are trying to tell me, they do the old, you show up just before noon, leave 3 hours a day. You don't worry, you do show prep. And I go, you want me to go back over my job history, and I've done it on the air, and you see how hard I've worked? Mm-hmm. When I started here, I would do the morning sports from 5 until 9. Mm-hmm. Then I would leave, hit a couple buckets of balls, come back, and I'd run the control board from 2 until 9. So I was working a split shift, working 7 It's 11 hours I'm working. Oh, and then get back up and do it again the next day. So leave here at 9 o'clock at night, go home, go to sleep by 10:30.
Yeah.
Get up at 4 to be there at 5 again. Oh, yeah. So, it's like, yeah. Well, let me tell you. How was that phrase again?
You think you have it tough?
You think you got it tough? I'll tell you. I'll give you tough. I'll give you tough. So, yeah. So, I've used that before. I can understand why some people roll their eyes, shrug their shoulders, and shake your head at that.
I'm just saying. That one doesn't bother me a lot. I mean, I feel like people say that a lot. Like,
I like saying...
They kind of go off on like a little rant and be like, well, I'm just saying.
I like to say, I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Yeah. This is right up there with thanks in advance. You know this one about me. Calm down. Someone tells you to calm down.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Never in the history of calming down has someone calmed down by being told to calm down. I hate that phrase. Calm down.
How about this phrase? Don't be so emotional.
Somebody said that to me in a meeting once, Kara.
Yeah,
That's evil.
Yeah,
don't be so emotional.
Yeah, you can't say that. Or if you're big O, bruh, chill. Says that to me a lot.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh,
chill.
I like your son.
Okay. When he's saying it to you, it's not that great.
Bruh, chill. Oh, my boys, you know what they would do? I'd get angry with them. This is when they were a little young. They were like, 5 and 3 or 6 and 4. And I'd be like, man, and they'd start laughing and point and go, look at your face. I'm just mad about something. They didn't pick up. You guys got to start picking up after this. They'd go, look at your face. And they'd start laughing at me.
It's over.
Look at your face. Because they were just stunned that I had this. They thought it was funny that my face was beat red and I was all angry.
You can't even reprimand them.
No.
That's so good.
I say this all the time. My husband hates it. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
because I think it does.
See, I don't think it does.
Really?
I think it does.
I do too.
Yeah.
So my quadruple 9 on 18 happened for what reason?
For you to
never do that again?
Never do that again. Know that okay, this wasn't great. I need to change it. Now I need to do this.
I knew that ahead of time.
If everyone played golf well every day, it wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
What?
There you go.
Yeah. Like, if you played good every single day, you'd be less motivated to go out because you'd be like, oh, I'm always really good. I feel like that wouldn't, push me to want to, get any better.
Did she just get PST?
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's kind of a preposterous statement. I mean,
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. You don't have to be sorry.
No, be strong in what you're saying.
I mean, no offense.
No offense.
But that's kind of stupid.
That's a dumb thing to say.
No offense.
Come on.
So... yeah, I know, and I like to think that things happen for a reason, but I don't necessarily.
But can't you think of if I, where did you used to work? Like Montana or something?
Montana.
Did you get fired from there?
Oh,
but it's
if you
wouldn't have got fired from there, you wouldn't have ended up here and then met your wife and got this job. You know what I mean?
True. That's true.
It's kind of putting those pieces together that I like.
But what if you had a flat tire in your car and somebody said, well, things happen for a reason, and you got off the chain and got hit by a semi?
But what if you missed getting hit by a semi because your tire blew and you pulled over? Oh. And in the 10 minutes, 15, 20 that you got behind.
But you won't know that you would have been hit by that semi. But you'll know if you get hit if you're mashed into the front end of a grill of a Peterbilt.
Wow. Okay.
Well, it's just true. Are there more?
Oh, yeah. How about this one? There's no I in team. Common.
No, I hate
Want to bet?
There's no I in team. Yeah.
This one I know bothers a ton of people. I could care less. It's I couldn't care less, but people always say, oh, yeah, I could care less.
Right.
So you could care less then. They always say it wrong. This one's the corporate one. There's a couple offenders here. We'll circle back on that.
Yeah, I'm not a big circle back on that.
So circling back on what you said earlier, it's like we don't need to circle back. Well, we got it.
When I text clients, I try not to use those kinds of, because I text and talk with bits. Yeah, I text and talk with my clients more than most people know. Yeah. I'm first name based with all of them. We work together. We come up with marketing and advertising ideas and copy points and such like that. And ways we can improve the business. And I don't like using the circle back and stuff like that. I try to be a bit more
human,
not even
original.
Not even almost creative. Yeah, but maybe more creative would be Someone just sent this one, and this is the one I use all the time, and I know people don't like it. It is what it is.
I hate that, and that's on this list.
See, I love that one because I just say it because I don't know. I'm just so used to saying it.
Yeah.
But if someone, if like there's a sticky wicket, and he goes, well, it is what it is. What am I supposed to do? There's nothing I can do about it anymore.
Yeah.
Now it is what it is.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. It's one of my favorites.
It's on the list
and
for
you
sure.
hate it?
I don't hate
what it is if you hate
Certain
it.
people hate it. But it's just kind of like, well, if I say that, then we're done talking about it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Oh, okay. So I guess
if you look at it that way.
We're not going to try to solve this anymore. We can't have a conversation about it. Because it just is what it is.
Well, I like giving up.
That is abundantly clear.
I don't like to just keep, we got to keep doing it until we find a solution. No, we don't. It is what it is. Let's just move on with the rest of our lives.
I hate this one. Fur baby, when you're referring to your pet.
Oh.
I hate that.
I've never even
I don't
heard
like
that
when people
one.
act like their dog is their kid.
Yep, it's my fur baby. I've never called Winston a fur baby. Ever.
How about a fur adolescent when he's gotten older?
No. He's Winsty, Winstagram.
Oh, Winstagram.
Yeah.
How about cigarette? Because, Winston cigarettes.
Winston cigarette. I haven't called him cigarette yet. That might be on the list. You do you.
I kind of said that to Common about the headband.
Like, you do you, man.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a to each their own, you're saying?
She was doing social.
Yeah.
And she was going to start the video. And I said, do you think I should take the head? And she goes, well, no, it's you. Or it's like, it's your look. And it's like, basically, I think what she really meant to say was, it's just a terrible look. You look stupid with it. You should take it off. Do you think it's a stupid look?
No.
Oh. Thank you. I don't think it's a stupid look. It's your look.
It's your look. Because when I heard you guys talking about
my wife doesn't like when I wear it. I can't wear it out with her. Yeah, she doesn't like it.
Well, yeah, I mean, don't wear it out.
She hasn't thrown it away.
If you're wearing it here or on the golf course. But when I heard you guys talking about it, I was thinking, I could probably count on one hand the number of times I've seen you without anything on your head. That's kind of your bit. You can wear cool, funky hats that other people can't wear, headbands, whatever. That's your bit.
And I would get email from people who goes, yeah, you're wearing a hat to cover up your bald head.
No, he's got a great head of hair.
No,
That's a great head of hair.
Well, thank you.
Irregardless. It's not a word.
Is it not a word?
No.
I didn't know.
And I hate it. And it goes right up there with, this is what I hate even more. Especially. It's not EX. It's not especially. And I've been meaning to talk to him. And I love him. Parker Fox says especially every time he's on the radio. And I've been meaning to talk to him about it because it's my job to critique you guys when you're not asking. But irregardless and especially drive me insane. They're not words. Stop using them.
How about this one? No worries.
Oh, I like saying that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I like saying that to have somebody know, hey, I can see you're kind of stressed out about this. It's fine. No worries. We'll figure it out. I like to do that as a stress reliever. You're freaking out about this. You don't have to. It's okay.
Oh,
there's a wrong way to use it, though.
Yeah.
Well, how about this one? Well, guess we're going to just have to agree to disagree. How would you feel if your husband looked at you and said, well, we're just going to have to agree to disagree on that one?
But sometimes it's very necessary because if you are having a disagreement with somebody who you know is not going to back down and you just keep going, you're never going to get off the ride. So sometimes you might have to just say, look, we're not going to agree on this. So let's just leave it where it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, and you can just continue with your own.
Let's call it a day.
And you can just, everybody's entitled. One that I like is, well, everybody's entitled to their own stupid opinion. That's always a good one.
I like that one.
It's always so good seeing you.
It's great seeing you.
And I'm glad you're here. Congratulations, champ.
Thank you.
Lil B, Feminine Touch the program. We'll see you next Friday. No, you'll be out Friday. 4th of July.
Yeah, are you going to be here?
I won't work the 4th, but I'll work the 3rd. I'm going to be here the 3rd. If you're here the 3rd, come on in Thursday.
I'll look at my calendar.
Beautiful. We'll take a short break, come back with more of Common Man program here on The Fan.
And here we have a specimen from the early 2000s, a legacy investing platform. Please don't touch the exhibit, folks. It could crash.
Ready to step out of the financial history museum? At Public.com, you can invest in almost everything. Stocks, bonds, options, and more. You could even put your cash to work at an industry-leading 4.1% APY. Leave your clunky, outdated platform behind. Go to Public.com and fund your account in 5 minutes or less. Paid for by Public Investing Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Full disclosures at public.com/disclosures.
Unlock smarter learning with Lenovo AI-powered PCs powered by Intel Core Ultra processors. Head to Lenovo.com and choose from multiple devices to fit your passions. If you're a gamer, you can spend less time stressing about GPUs and CPUs and more time dominating with your AI-enabled smart engine, which optimizes your game performance in real time. Or maybe you're a scientist on the verge of a groundbreaking discovery and need a device with a longer battery life and AI-enhanced tools to give you extra time to finish your research. Or you're a musician preparing for your biggest break and need better, faster AI tools to make digital art a breeze, like creating band posters and t-shirt designs. Or you're a soon-to-be graduate needing to catch a recruiter's eye to land that dream job, so you need cutting-edge smart tools to build your portfolio from scratch. That's the power of Lenovo with Intel inside. Plus, college students and teachers get 5% off with an education account on Lenovo.com. A better future is waiting, and it needs you.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The 7 from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The 7 is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find The 7 podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.
This is Jana Kramer from Wind Down with Jana Kramer. I love my Samsung appliances, especially because they're so reliable. And with my busy schedule, having reliable appliances has been a game changer. It's no wonder Samsung is the #1 brand for customer satisfaction. That's why I'm excited to tell you all about Samsung's new line of smart appliances featuring their brand new bespoke AI laundry combo. This incredible magic machine washes and dries in one machine, one load, no transfers, no timers, no re-washing needed. You just toss in your dirty clothes and they go from dirty to dry in as little as 68 minutes. It simplifies your entire laundry routine. Plus, you can remotely schedule cycles from your phone so you have fresh clothes ready when you are. New bespoke AI appliances. This is home living made simple. For more information, visit samsung.com/bespoke.
68-minute cycle based on 27-inch combos, based on using a super speed cycle only with a 10-pound DOE load, cotton 50% plus polyester 50%. Individual results may vary based on actual load content. SmartThings app available on Android and iOS devices. Wi-Fi connection and Samsung account required.
FAN.
The Fan and BigDeck.com wants to give you a shot to win bonus bucks with our national cash contest. Enter the keyword check at KFAN.com now for your shot at winning. That's keyword check. Enter it now at KFAN.com.
Couple 13-14 pass. I'm Common. She's Kara. This is the Common Man program here until 3 o'clock today, and then I'm assuming it's JG again. Do we know? Do we know what the next show is?
It's JG, I'm pretty
JG.
sure. Yeah.
And Brett Blakemore?
That I don't know the answer to, but I think so.
I think for a digital, we could have you and Brett Blakemore in a golf match, mano a mano.
I don't think he'd be very happy about that. I don't know.
The two of you toe to toe. Going at
we'll see about that. I don't know.
Going at one another. I want to ask you. I'm assuming there's much of our audience really doesn't know much about you. This is the first time you've really been on the air with me in an extended period of time, right?
Yeah.
Are you from Minnesota originally?
I'm from St. Paul.
You're from St. Paul, so
yes.
you're an East Side girl. Did you? Where did you go to high school?
Highland Park.
Highland Park.
Yeah.
Over by Highland. Is that over by Highland National Golf Course?
Yeah, it's
the
right
Nash?
like a block away from it.
Block away.
Yeah.
So, and then you played on the golf team, right?
Yep.
And did you play for the Nash? Did you play golf at the Nash? Was that your home course?
That was. Well, we practiced at their driving range.
Okay.
We played the front or back 9 every once in a while. We played the 9 hole.
Okay.
Which I hate that course.
Why do you hate it?
it's just not the best course, you know?
What's wrong with it?
There's just, on each hole, there's just something that's slightly off, in my opinion, and it might be a me thing and not a them thing.
Yeah, what do you think you're A.W. Tillinghast or something? You're suddenly a golf course architect?
Like, I don't know. I think I just have beef with it because I've played it so many times and I played it at such a young age where I couldn't even hit the ball.
You got a beef?
I have beef with that golf course.
That's a kid's thing, isn't it?
Yeah. But the thing is that I keep going back. Like, I go back and I play it all the time.
Oh. Can you do me a solid? You've heard that one, right?
I've heard that one. That's yeah.
My boys I didn't know about it until my boys told me about it. So you brothers, sisters?
I have an older sister.
An older sister?
Yep.
How much older? Because you're 22, you said.
I'm 22. She's 20. She just turned 24.
24.
Yeah.
Are you close? Kind of close? Yeah, cool.
I talked to her yesterday.
Oh, really?
But we're very different people. She's a sciencey girl. Oh. Very sciencey, and she is getting her PhD and the basic way to put it is plant ecology. So she's
say that again.
Plant ecology.
Huh?
That in my thoughts exactly. She used to really dumb it down to me sometimes. I'm not gonna lie about that, but
it's not too difficult. I'm sorry, I shouldn't. I didn't know if you even caught that. You do know that if I rip you, I'm just kidding, right?
Well, yes, of course.
Because I tell people all the time, I wouldn't use rip material on you if I didn't really like you. So she could dissect a frog and probably enjoys it. She's into science.
Yeah, I guess, probably. I haven't. That's not really a question I ask her on the regular, you know?
On the what?
On the regular.
On the regular?
I don't ask her.
What does that mean?
It's just like,
it's not something that comes up often.
Yeah.
On the regular.
I'm not often asking her, hey, did you dissect a frog today and enjoy it?
Kids don't say on the down low anymore, do they?
I think I say on the DL.
Keep it on. On the DL. So you just do on the DL. And I would think.
I feel like that's kind of.
Yeah. You mean they're on the disabled list? See, that's the way I would say it. You mean on the disabled list? Oh, you want my driver's license number? The DL. Yeah. And then you went to the University of Minnesota.
Yes.
To and did you get communications, journalism?
Journalism. Yeah. Hubbard School of Journalism.
Hubbard School of Journalism.
Yep.
And what do you want to do with the rest of your life? I mean, you don't want to be you're not aspiring to be the interim producer for the Common Man program, right? You
never know.
You'd probably have bigger goals than that, right?
I mean, you never know.
Well, when you do journalism, are you talking about actually writing then? Because when I think of journalism that you write.
Yeah.
See, would you what would be? Do you have a dream job other than interim producer of the Common Man program? Do you have would you like to be a writer for a major metropolitan newspaper, a magazine, your own blog, or what would you want to do?
I feel like it's changed a lot, because journalism is changing a lot.
Right.
But I did a lot of broadcast-based classes, a lot of TV kind of classes, and that's the stuff that I liked. So I'd love to do that, but I'm not really stuck to anything,
Right.
I'm kind of, it's a changing world out there, especially with journalism and everything, I guess. So I'm open to anything.
Did you, how did you come upon coming to the fan? Did you listen to it, stumble upon, did somebody tell you about it? Or, how did you?
I think I just found the intern listing and I was just applying to internships and I just randomly applied to it. And
so
you
knew nothing about us at the time?
Well, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in St. Paul. I know my iHeart channels, and I think I feel like the listing didn't say specifically KFAN.
Okay.
So I was didn't really know what I was getting myself into, but I'm happy with how it turned out.
Were you thinking maybe we were going to be on KDWB 63?
I guess I had no idea,
But you like being here at the
fan. I do like being here. I stuck around.
Yeah, I guess you did.
Yeah.
It's kind of a boys club though, huh?
Yeah, I got Lil B.
Yeah, well, you're right. Yeah,
yeah.
But it's still kind of the main host,
Yeah.
It's guy stuff, man cave. See, I don't call it a man cave. I've got a little bit more of a sophistication than that, so I call it a man grotto.
Yeah, I like the Tuesday, Friday mornings when I've got Barb and Marnie.
Oh, right.
Those are Those are good days.
So you're regularly working on the Power Trip Morning Show then?
No, but I feel like I usually come in at like 9 a.m., so I'm here when they leave
I see, okay.
So then I can have a little bit of girl time before spending the rest of the day with you guys.
Are you starstruck with the Power Trip Morning Show? Cove, hockey, meets us. I love that you laugh.
I don't want to say yes or no to that because I don't want them to, you know?
In other words, no, you're not starstruck. I am.
You are?
I can't even like, look them in the face. I look away.
Right.
I don't even want to. No, because
you get nervous when you walk into a room.
Yeah, they're the Power Trip Morning Show.
Right.
They're pretty special. Is what they are. So, right now you're happy with where you've been, where you're going, where you're at. I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
I can't complain, and I enjoy being here. And
do you do anything other than work here? Do you have any other?
Well, I also just work part-time at a country club. I serve at a country club.
Oh, that's right.
Right. Yes.
Yeah,
we talk about
that's right. You got the country club gig going down.
Yeah. I can't complain about that one.
And then be working at the country club, do you get a little golf for free?
Yeah, Mondays, you get golf. So it's really great. It's one of the best jobs ever, just free golf on Mondays. Can't complain.
You got a good swing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got some talent. You're a left-hander.
Yes, I am.
Tends to go a little right to left, sometimes a little too much.
Yep.
But what did your coach tell you? He said, what happened?
Well, it was like, he made like a joke about, because I was like, I don't understand why I'm slicing left. And he was just it took him a minute to think about what was going on. Eventually he told me that I was standing too far from the ball. That helped a little bit, but I still don't know what's going on. Slicing a little left.
Yeah. A little left, little right, little dis, dat, lat is what you do.
Yeah. But hey, I hit the ball.
That's all you want to do.
Exactly.
You hit it straight and strong. Well, we'll call this segment Getting to Know You, Getting to Know All About You. So we're glad we got to know a little bit more about it. We hope to see you more often on the program.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me.
You bet. It's a pleasure. So the second day of the draft, there were people complaining. Rosen and many others saying, closed circuit to the NBA, we don't need a 2-day draft. It's like, well, does that really bother you that much? I mean, the guy selected on the second day. I mean, are you that into you got to have it all at once? What's wrong with, I don't know why people get so worked up. Why don't they do the NFL then? Why don't they just do that all in one day? Nobody complains about that. Now the NFL, they select many more players. I get that. I mean, it's 256 altogether, I think the number is.
Yep.
So I understand, but it doesn't. I thought Rosen of all people would understand. That's what television, radio, you milk things as long as you can if there was interest in something. Now, my guess is you're only getting the real diehards watching day 2 of the draft. And the Wolves were busy yesterday on day 2 of the draft. The Wolves entered day 2 with the first pick overall in the second round, 31st pick. And I think that was acquired from another team at one time or another, but I don't recall exactly. Then they traded with the Sons of Phoenix for the number 36, giving up that 31st pick. And then they got a couple of second rounders, I think, in the future. So not this draft. And then there's a complication of those. Chris Hine writes, those picks are a 2020. This is, to me, I understand. It just seems like it's complicated, even though it's really not. Those picks are number 2026 pick, the less favorable of Denver or Golden State second-round picks, and a 2032 pick, the more favorable of Phoenix's or Houston. So, again, I'm confused by that. But anyway, but then they didn't select a player at 36. What I'm told is they traded it to the Lakers for the number 45 in cash. We needed money. Now, that's the one thing that, I'm not going to say it alarms me, but it's like, and I talked about this on was it Tuesday? Regardless of what day it was Monday or Tuesday when the National Basketball Association Board of Governors voted overwhelmingly to approve the sale to Mark Lowry and Alex Rodriguez. And we were reading some quotes from after the sale was concluded from Rodriguez and Lowry, and they were all interesting, and this, that, and that, talking about their plans for the team and all that. But I also saw the quote from back when the brouhaha was going on between Glenn Taylor, his limiteds, and Lowry and A-Rod. Remember, at the last minute, Glenn Taylor said, well, they didn't, he changed his mind. He didn't want to sell the team. He saw how much more value there was to it. And I think part of it, too, was, man, this team's never been better. In all the years I've had them, they've never been this good. And I like where we're at. And it's a lot more fun sitting courtside when we're advancing to the Western Conference Finals instead of waiting to find out which lottery pick we get, right? And one of the things that I think Glenn, he was kind of chiding Lowry and Rodriguez about was, well, sometimes you got to go over that. And I'm paraphrasing here, but I think he was basically suggesting to get to that luxury tax, to get to that second apron, means you're spending a lot of money. And I think Glenn was suggesting, I don't think these guys have any money. And that's when Mark Lowry said, I've never been doing better. I'm flush with cash. So flush that a trade they made with the Lakers, they had to include money with it too. So how flush could they really be? Now, it's always good to have more money. I mean, the people that have the most money have it for a reason, because they're real smart and they're always looking for more. But we needed some cash. I wonder how much cash that was. Wonder if anybody can guess how much that money that was, because I don't know what it is. But then the Wolves did with the 45th pick. They got another big guy. Because remember, they got Jean Béranger, the part of the French connection, him and Gobert. They picked him with the 17th pick overall. That kid, I think, is 6'11". They selected Aussie center Rocco Zikarsky. They call him a long-term developmental project who won't fill a roster spot right away. Here's the scoop on Zikarsky, according to Chris Hine. It says he's 7'2", according to his NBA.com draft profile. He's still 18, development project at center. His strengths include the ability to finish on lobs and a good shooting touch that could develop over time. If you're 7'2", you should be good at lobs.
ESPN is saying he's 7'3". Are they confused?
I don't know, maybe for ESPN he was standing on his tippy toes. I don't know. 7'2", 7'3", at that point, what's the difference?
True.
Some things he may need to work on include his post-up game, improving his mobility, and fouling at a lower rate. This doesn't even sound like he's a project. It sounds like he might want to try to find a new profession. This seems like a lot of work. But, you can't teach height, as they say, so maybe the kid will end up being a pretty good player. Tim Connolly, who masterminds the trades, he said Zikarsky could dunk without jumping. Well, if you're 7'2" or 7'3" on your tippy toes, the hoop's only 10 feet off the ground.
Right.
How long is his arm from his shoulder?
I'd hope long enough.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't think you would have to jump to dunk. I would hope not.
Yep.
Conley said, we walked away with a guy in Zikarsky that we had more highly ranked in the 45th pick and a guy that has a real puncher's chance. Do you know what a puncher's chance means? That's a boxing phrase where guy's got a lot of power. He might not be the best boxer in the world, right? he might not have all the techniques now where he can stick and move and throw a nice jab and counter punch and throw combinations off the jab and those kinds of things. But because he can punch hard, he's got a puncher's chance. So they're basically, it's sort of like they're taking a flyer on the guy. He's got a chance because I guess, and it's true because he's tall. So I guess they're taking a chance on him. But and again, it's by saying he's it's the same thing here. It's almost the equivalent of in the NFL when the media asks the NFL coach or general manager, they'll go, "We were stunned he was still on the board." And so they're saying, "Look, we had him ranked way higher than 45." So, and maybe they did. We'll have to take their word for it. But it looks like we're stockpiling big men because we've already got Gobert. And I think part of that is, I think maybe the writing is on the wall with Gobert. I don't think he had the same kind of season this past year as he did the year before. He is 33. I don't know if the decline is beginning now or not. I know he's still, a good defender and can rebound, but I think he's been offensively challenged, and maybe they're looking at it as now as we'll keep another year, maybe two. I don't even know what his contract status is, but it's like we need to we need to start planning for the future, a future that eventually will be without Rudy Gobert. That freaked you out, didn't it?
Yes, I saw you jump. I jumped.
I thought that was funny. You just basically jumped out of your chair. And we need you to stay in that chair. Well, we'll find somebody who will. We'll take a break. One more hour to go. Common Man program here on The Fan.
And here we have a specimen from the early 2000s, a legacy investing platform. Please don't touch the exhibit, folks. It could crash.
Ready to step out of the financial history museum? At Public.com, you can invest in almost everything. Stocks, bonds, options, and more. You could even put your cash to work at an industry-leading 4.1% APY. Leave your clunky, outdated platform behind. Go to Public.com and fund your account in 5 minutes or less. Paid for by Public Investing Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Full disclosures at Public.com/disclosures.
Want to feel more creative but don't have the right laptop? Lenovo.com can help. Look through our legendary lineup of AI-powered PCs and devices and find the one that fits your passion. Our PCs powered by Intel Core Ultra processors, as well as cutting-edge AI tools, allow students to focus, learn, and create with ease. That's the power of Lenovo with Intel inside. Plus, college students and teachers can get 5% off their order. Shop now on Lenovo.com. The future's waiting, and it needs you.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
This is Jana Kramer from Wind Down with Jana Kramer. When we were deciding on our appliances for the house, Samsung was at the top of our list. And I love my Samsung appliances, especially because they're so reliable. And with my busy schedule, having reliable appliances has been a game changer. It's no wonder Samsung is the #1 brand for customer satisfaction. That's why I'm excited to tell you all about Samsung's new line of smart appliances featuring their brand new bespoke AI laundry combo. This incredible magic machine washes and dries in one machine, one load, no transfers, no timers, no rewashing needed. New bespoke AI appliances. This is home living made simple. For more information, visit samsung.com/bespoke.
68-minute cycle based on 27-inch combos, based on using a super speed cycle only with a 10-pound DOE load, cotton 50% plus polyester 50%. Individual results may vary based on actual load content.